When you rewrite an active sentence in the passive, you always replace a verb form with the corresponding form of the verb be plus the past participle. So repairs becomes is or are repairing, is or are being repaired, has repaired, been repaired, may be repaired, will have to be repaired, etc. With action verbs, get is often used instead of be. Instead of it will be stolen, we say it will get stolen. However, we don't use get with verbs describing states. People used to believe does not translate to it used to get believed. A few verbs very commonly used with get are get paid, get promoted, get arrested, get admitted, and get fired. Here we have an example of a passive gerund. Companies have long got away with calling their employees contractors. We have to paraphrase the phrasal verb to get away with the expression to go unpunished. The practice of employees being treated as contractors has long gone unpunished. Depending on the cue you're given, you may have to switch from one form to another. In this case, from a construction with an if clause to one with a gerund. I don't think she would stand for it if other people kept her waiting for hours. I doubt she would put up with being made to wait for hours. Remember that the verb make in the passive is usually followed by the infinitive with to. Make somebody do something, have somebody do something, or get somebody to do something are all examples of causative constructions. Causatives with have and get, have something done or get something done, often provide alternatives to the passive. She wouldn't like other people to find fault with her work. Here we can use the expression to pick holes in something to rewrite this sentence in the passive or using a causative. She wouldn't enjoy holes being picked in her work. She wouldn't enjoy having holes picked in her work. As well as the forms we've already talked about, we also have the form to have somebody doing something or to get somebody doing something. So we can say, she had a guy look at her car, he got the car started, or he got the car running again. Thanks to the foreign nursing staff, Bojo was embarrassing himself again in no time. The foreign nursing staff had Bojo making a fool of himself again in no time. A man in his late 20s is being looked by the police. At first sight, this sentence may seem to be in order, but in fact it makes no sense at all. If we go back to the active sentence, it would be, the police are looking a man in his late 20s. Now it's clear that something is missing, the preposition for. So when you rewrite sentences with prepositions or adverbs after the verb, take care not to omit these words. Fans all over the world are eagerly awaiting the new album. The new album is being looked forward to by fans the world over. Some verbs take both a direct and an indirect object, so there are two ways to write the sentence. You give, lend, show, or promise something to somebody, or somebody something. In the passive, something is given, lent, shown, or promised to somebody, or somebody is given, lent, shown, or promised something. A non-binary candidate is going to get this year's award. Depending on the cue sentence, we can rewrite this in either of two ways. This year's award is going to be given to a non-binary candidate. A non-binary candidate is going to be given this year's award. Sentences with verbs like say, think, know, believe, assume, or many others can be rewritten as passives in two ways. The real object of the verb here is the that clause. So the that clause should become the subject in the passive sentence, but this is rather clumsy. Instead, we can use a dummy subject, it, and then continue as before. Because it is a redundant dummy subject, a much more elegant way is to move the subject of the that clause to the beginning and continue with the appropriate infinitive construction. Simple infinitive to do, continuous infinitive to be doing, perfect infinitive to have done, or perfect continuous infinitive to have been doing. Rumour has it that the PM does not know how many children he has fathered. In this case, the sentence refers to the past, so we use a perfect infinitive. The PM is rumoured to have lost count of the number of children he has fathered.